Hey everybody, Matt Sicchio here. I wanted to take a few minutes and speak with you directly about what's going on with Masters and maybe outline for you what USA Weightlifting is doing to protect and promote our sport. So first of all, what is actually going on? I think there are two things happening and I want to make them as clear as possible for all of you because I know the online discussions have made it somewhat confusing. First, USA Weightlifting took action to clean up conflicts of interest in the awarding of rights for Masters events. This was directly addressing a finding in our US Olympic and Paralympic Committee audit. The second thing happening, members of the USA Weightlifting Masters Council acted unilaterally with no consultation to create a new corporation aimed at controlling Masters weightlifting. These individuals created that new company before we announced our policy update on events. I understand why the details are confusing with all the chatter on social media, but I urge you to keep your eye on these two very simple threads: a new entity created unilaterally by just a few individuals, and a policy update to clean up conflicts of interest. With the support of the USA Weightlifting Board, my goals in this process are simple. I want to protect the position we have as the NGB for the sport of weightlifting, and we want to provide best-in-class service to all of our members, including our Masters members. So behind those two big key threads, what are the most important details that really matter? Let me start with timeline, because I think that's critical. Back in December of 2022, the International Masters Weightlifting Association was created. This is the IMWA. Among other material changes to the rules for Masters weightlifters competing in international competition, the IMWA governing documents include language specifically denying competition entries from a, quote, NGB in violation of the expressed will of the masters of that nation. I honestly don't know what that means, but I'll say the 5 individuals on our Masters Council appear to be trying to represent that expressed will of USA Weightlifting's more than 5,000 Masters members with zero consultation. So fast forward from December of last year to April 24th of this year, members of the USAW Masters Council incorporated a new entity in the state of Georgia. They named it USA Masters Weightlifting, Inc. We didn't actually learn about this entity's existence until the middle of May. On May 3rd, as you know, I issued a letter, an open letter to the membership and published a new board-approved policy that addresses those conflicts of interest in the awarding of Masters events. May 17th, a letter from the IMWA declares, quote, the USA Masters under Michael Cohen's leadership as the sole recognized Masters weightlifting body from the United States. 2 days later, the USAW Masters Council staged a vote to formally separate from USA Weightlifting. So I think the timeline makes it clear. Any suggestion that this new company was created in response to USA Weightlifting actions or to protect the ability of Masters athletes to participate in this week's Pan Am Masters, simply not supported by the facts. It appears to be nothing more than a premeditated set of actions designed to force a separation from USA Weightlifting. What is USA Weightlifting trying to accomplish? Simply put, right now, we are trying to protect the integrity of our sport, the integrity of our organization, and promote our sport from the youth all the way to the Masters. On this question of integrity, it's a bad look for members of a USA Weightlifting committee to award event rights to themselves. It's worse when those rights come with the potential for personal financial gain. It's even worse yet when there are unanswered questions about where revenue streams from those events are going, like local tourism incentive payments, merchandise sales, and live streaming fees. The USOPC audited us, USA Weightlifting, and conditioned our status as the NGB for our sport on addressing those very conflicts of interests very specifically associated with our Masters Committee. So the USAW board approved an event policy that had directly addressed those risks. When we presented the policy choice we made to the USOPC, their response has been strong support for this approach. So now what? With that background, here are some specific actions that USA Weightlifting is taking. Effective immediately, we are removing the $5 membership fee for Masters. Since 1993, Masters members have paid an additional $5 per year to participate in Masters events and hold records. Moving forward, this fee will no longer be charged. In addition, we will refund anyone who's already paid that $5 fee since January 1 of this year. We're going to run a standalone Masters Championship. Stay tuned for announcements on the specifics for the 2024 USAW Masters Nationals. That's coming soon. We're going to continue to incorporate Masters divisions into our North American Open Series events. We're going to continue to maintain the records established in the Masters category. We're going to directly advocate to the IMWA that it is a massive mistake if that entity tries to limit participation from U.S. athletes to only those who belong to the new company. That's just simply bad for U.S. athletes. We're also going to take necessary actions to protect our intellectual property. Creating a new corporation using a name that belongs to USA Weightlifting is not okay. Finally, we're going to address the composition of our USA Weightlifting Masters Council over time. We want to ensure the Masters voice continues to be well represented by a committee of members who are committed to USA Weightlifting's mission. So with all that said, I know change can be hard. I know a lot of this chatter has been confusing, but change is also necessary in the face of very real risks and challenges. This is weightlifting after all. Change makes us stronger. So I thank you for your support as we do our best to strengthen our organization and strengthen our sport. Hope to see you at National Championships in Colorado Springs in just a few weeks. Thanks.